Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to MBR, or as we like to call it around here, Nothing But Rants, the show where I find topics that I'm oddly passionate about and I pontificate upon them. These are not hot takes, but rather takes that I'm hot about. What's up? You like that? You really like that?
Let's shut up and grind some tape.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into the Film Guy Network Studios. We still haven't named this place. It's been a full year. Still haven't slapped the name on it. Welcome in. It is officially football season. Like, it is talking season. It is leading up to football season. It is camp season. It is all that season. But it doesn't really start football around here until we crank out our first film study of the year. So that's what we got going on today. I recall the leading up to the 2021 season, we had that Clemson football game, and it was advertised as the game of the century. I mean, it was the game to be watching week one of that football season. Not necessarily similar vibes here for this football game, but if you guys recall, we gave you one of the most detailed what to expect series that I've ever done. I think we did 4 or 5 different episodes on Clemson alone leading up to that football game because we knew how big it was going to be. We knew it was going to set the tone for both of those football teams moving forward in that year, and we thought both those football teams that year were national title contenders. One of them ended up being, the other one not so much. But nonetheless, we got a great football game to open up with this season and a great opponent in the Clemson Tigers, and felt it worth necessary to bring you guys a full deep dive of their spring game and kind of let you know who they are as a football team, okay? If you're a Clemson Tiger fan and you have found us this year no different than you did back in 2022, you should definitely subscribe to the program, okay? We talk all things college football Monday, Tuesday, by the time you're watching this, Wednesday, Thursday, okay, live 8 to 10 o'clock here on the network. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Go ahead and subscribe, okay, and support the channel however you feel necessary. Without further ado, we got a saying around here, and it feels so good to get back to it, all right? It is football season. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. All right, this is their spring football game, okay? You're going to see split units. Now, the difference between what Clemson's got going on and say what maybe like a Georgia's got going on, all right, is they don't roll too deep on the offensive line. Hell, they're going to struggle to run one deep on the offensive line this year, all right? They don't have 8, 9, 10 NFL quality football players, or quality bodies, I should say, on the offensive line. So what we got here is their first, their first unit on the defensive side of the football. Offensively, they got the twos out there, and the twos are going to get a little overwhelmed on that offensive line, all right? What I will tell you about this football team, you're going to see a lot of man coverage, okay? A lot of man indicators all around this football field, all right? And you're also going to get a ton of pressure, all right? Not blitzes, pressure. One of these, all right, guys, 5 of these guys will come at all times, all right? You will almost always get the 4 downs, and one of these additional bodies will be joining into the mix every single snap. Even when they're playing zone, they're going to send 5. Majority of the time, based off what I've seen in this game, all right, against themselves in their base personnel packaging, what they want to be is a 5-man pressure unit with man coverage behind that. Now, the question is, can they do that against Georgia? They can certainly do that against themselves in practice, but can you do that against Georgia? And here's what I'm talking about, all right? I don't foresee anybody wanting to do this against anybody nowadays, except for maybe Georgia against other teams, because they have the personnel to do so. But the idea that we're going to go on islands, okay, we're going to go on islands with one safety in the middle of the field, that's dangerous to me, all right, against a team like Georgia, all right, even with the loss of Ra Thomas, the indefinite suspension. But here's the reality, right? This one-on-one matchup, and Clemson's going to get to it here in a second, with their one weapon, their one great weapon, all right, Antonio Williams. This idea of one-on-one slot coverage with the safety having the middle of the field and all of this green grass, I'm going to tell you right now, that looks daunting. That looks really, really daunting and tantalizing for an offense to see when they come out and watch you on tape. And even their offense, even their twos unit right here, should have got a completion. They go to the back shoulder fade. I like the idea. I like the concept here from Chase Vizina. The execution not quite there. A great little little breakup there by the corner. I believe that's the corner out of Atlanta that played at St. Francis down here in Atlanta. Brandon Strozier, I believe is his name right there. All right, trying to go to a screen right here, and they get lit up on a pressure. This is actually a blitz. They bluff 6 and bring 6, all right? So they're going to walk them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 guys, and they actually bring all 6, which guess what, guys? If they're bringing all 6, that means they're probably in some type of cover 0, which is exactly what's happening. The safety's responsible for the back. They're in man, and they're in trips man over here. 3 guys over 3. This is a pressure football team. All right, be alert. All right, if anything, the number one guy to be paying attention to early on in this football game is no doubt it is Jared Wilson. Okay, because if you're going to get a first test or first pop quiz, this ain't easy. All right, you're going to be getting pressures, so you're going to have to be ready for it. I like the call for a running back screen right there. Would have hit for a big play. They just can't even get that protected. We go 101 right here. That was 101. Just showing you again, they are a pressure football team. Always have been. They've been a pressure program as long as I've studied them. I remember them, however, being a pressure zone football team, J. Will. Back in the day, I do not remember them playing this much 0, this much 1, this much buzz coverage. It's kind of a little bit shocking to see. Okay, here's the first offensive line unit right here, and the left tackle is about to get spun like a top first play of the game. Okay, and here's the deal, guys. We've got to be paying attention to alignment. If I see something like this, my spidey senses are tingling as a left tackle because I see stacked alignment. I see 2 guys in one spot. Normally, that indicates to me that something is about to happen over there. Okay, especially if safeties are rolled over the top of them, providing even more help. Okay, the safety will tell you where the blitzes are coming from because the safety has to replace what happens on that first level blitzing. Okay, if this guy fires, this guy replaces, this guy rolls. All right, those things will give you some type of indication of where pressure is coming from. It's coming off the left side. But here's my question for the third-year quarterback. All right, we're trying to work a running back slip screen this way. That's what we're trying to work as an offense. That's our conceptual design right here. That's what we're trying to get to. Now, as a third-string starter, or a third-year starter, we look to our left, knowing we've got screen back right. And we've immediately are showing pressure on our left tackle who has had to kick out to this immediate hot. And oh, by the way, we're losing edge here. Now, I'm getting pressure to my left. I've got a screen back right. What should I do, class? I should certainly buy time this way. I should do something to make sure I can get this play off. So what does Cade Klubnik do as he takes this snap? He pumps, he comes back, and he hangs out. He just chills. 1 missip, 2 missip, and now he's getting blown up off the backside. This is stuff you do when you haven't seen years of live bullets. But that right there, I know you just pumped and looked away, but you know when you took the snap, you're getting heated up. You've got to buy time. And it's just a little bit. Had he just taken a couple of steps, he might be able to deliver this ball. And guess what? You deliver this ball, and it's a hitter, man. I'm telling you right now, that son of a bitch is out the gate if this ball gets off. But we can't get it off because we didn't recognize pressure off snap when we damn sure should have. Okay, that's my stuff over and over again. I see stuff where this guy leads like a 5-year, 12-year, damn 15-year NFL pro. He plays like he's year 1 starter, and he's not year 1 starter. That's a problem. We're going to 213 next. All right, so in this possession, we have seen a blow-by sack. We've seen a screen pass that was blown up due to a lack of protection and due to the fact that the quarterback was out here, not doing what he's supposed to. So we've seen the offensive line get spun like a top. We've seen the quarterback have a blunder. We have not seen a run attempt in this possession so far. Now, here we go. 3rd and 15. Going to have some type of protection, right? They're going to dial it up. All right, so let's see what happens. Oh, we got a 5-man protection on 4 guys rushing. And we got good, clean protection. We finally got it. So we finally checked off the protection box. Now what we got to have? 3rd and 15. We got good protection, baby. Now we got to have separation. And we got no separation at all, and we got a quarterback holding the football. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Let's it rip. Ball's tipped. Why is the ball tipped? Well, because the defensive lineman had 9 days to see where your eyes were and see where you were double patting that football and see where you're getting it out. Why are you double patting the football? Probably, I can't tell for sure because I don't have the all-22, only got the TV copy. I would assume he's patting the football, Jonathan, because ain't nobody open. So that in this one possession, we've kind of seen what I foresee to be the issue for Clemson's offense. All right, you can't protect. Even when you do, you can't get open. That's a major, major problem. On top of the fact that your quarterback seems to be still making some blunders, some mistakes in year 3 as the starter. HDMI cord, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. All right, here we go. Did you know HDMI frequencies are only supposed to travel 20 feet?
I had no idea.
Yeah. We got one traveling about 32 feet here, which is the problem. That's why it keeps skipping out on us. But I would rather the HDMI cord flicker every once in a while than have an HDMI cord running in the middle of the studio right here constantly. That would be a little bit bothersome. We're going to go 301 right here. Here comes the pressure again. I'm telling you, you're going to get it plugged up constantly. You're going to get it plugged up constantly. What am I looking at here on the notes? Hey, huge first start. That's what I'm telling you earlier. Huge first start for Jared Wilson. And here's my thing, guys. Look, we just got it. There's 22 seconds left on the play clock. This offense plays faster than anybody else in college football. Number 1 in plays per game last year. There's 22 seconds on the play clock. This guy's been in the system now 18 months. This guy's clearly coming. He's clearly coming. So why are we not, hey, whoa, Ricky, Mike 24. Why are we not sending a 4-man slide this way and putting this left tackle one-on-one? Why are we still trying to do whatever the hell they're trying to do, which is trying to influence basically that blitzing safety with the running back? That's fine. That's fine. You just pulled the safety with the check 0. I get it. You just checked the back, you pulled him. But guess what? Your right tackle's still kicking out like he thinks he's got a slide out there to that pressure point because you guys didn't ID the protection correctly. So now guess what we got? We got A.J. Hoffler free blitzing, running right through the hole. Switch to 2 for me, J. Will. We got A.J. Hoffler running right through unevaded because our right tackle kicked out to the pressure. When all we've got to do here, guys, is if that's the case, we've got to bring everybody. We've got to bring the left guard down on this guy. We got to bring the center back over here. We got to bring the right guard out to the defensive end, and we got to bring the right tackle out to the pressure. And guess what happens? If we call that and the back still checks out and he leaves, guess what? Our right guard is sliding over into that defensive end's freaking face mask when he slants in the B gap. But instead, we got 2 guys trying to block 1 and no guys blocking anybody. Now I know that's the 2's unit in the offensive line. That right tackle that just got spun like a tops now at Colorado. I know. Don't be in the mentions telling me. I get it. The problem is the problem. The problem is the unit and the backup quarterback have not been at least coached enough to be like, hey, 22 seconds on the play clock. That guy's blitzing. Let's handle him. That's the problem. Riley offense is screen game heavy. This is Lincoln. This is Garrett. All of them. All of them. 2nd and 17. They're going to get a get-back play right here. They're going to try to get you out in space. I can't remember, Jonathan, help me out here. I can't remember the last time a team just ate up Georgia with screens.
I couldn't tell you one either.
That's me. All right, if you're going to beat Georgia, you're going to have to run it at their throat or you're going to have to throw it vertically down the field. Those are the teams that have been able to score against this defense over the last 5, 6, 7 years. Okay? But the screen game is the screen game. Those are get-back plays. They're just trying to get into a situation where they've got a third manageable, but you can't go east and west. You got to get up the field, especially on tunnel screens, man. Once you see a crease on tunnels, we got to go. All right, 3rd and 16 right here on 325. Sack, but it's a dead play anyways. All right, it's a dead play anyways. I think they've got, not only do they have 2 Ds in one hole, all right, they got 2 Ds in one hole. 2 guys running the same route. One guy running a drag, one guy running an arrow, 2 Ds in one hole. That's bad enough. But what else is bad is it's 3rd and 16. Yeah, you give up a sack. But guys, why are we throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 16? What are we doing? I don't care if it's a sack or not. That is not converting. Not against your defense, not against Georgia. So this is a major problem here on just the idea and the concepts of what we're doing. It's 3rd and 16. We're in a 5-man protection, which means we have how many guys out in the route? 5. All right? We have 5 guys out in the route, and 2 of them are sitting at, near, or behind the line of scrimmage at our drop point. That's not good. That's not good. So here are the options. Everybody getting covered, which is the case, by the way, because every Clemson defender is in between the first down marker, or excuse me, in between the first P and 10 stick and the first down marker. I'm confused. I'm confused what we're doing, let alone checking the ball down. Here's the end zone view of it. And you can see, man, ain't nothing open. Ain't nothing open, because why would there be? They got 5 guys to cover your 3 because you got 2 guys down here underneath the line of scrimmage. We're going to 4:15. See, this is a jet sweep right here, I believe. Yep. Jet sweep here from Antonio Williams. And I get it. It's an easy way to get the ball into your best playmaker's hands. However, just like your defense, Clemson snuffs this out really, really good. Their 2s unit snuffs this out really, really good. Makes it run laterally. All right. Sets the edge, turns it back in, and then rallies to the football for like a 4-yard gain. I have said it over and over again. This is what Georgia wants you to do. They have made it very obvious over the years. They want to clog you up, tackle to tackle. They want to make sure you cannot run vertically on them. And whatever you want to try, east and west, that's fine. You know why? Because anybody who doesn't have his hand in the ground, anybody who is not either doing this, anybody's either who not doing this or doesn't have their hand in the ground, that sumbitch runs sub 11 in the 100-meter. That dude is a burner. All right. So if he's on the field for Georgia and he's playing a skill position, he can run. So they want you to do this. They don't really care. In fact, the moment you call a jet sweep, this is not college football 25. The moment you call a jet sweep, they're over there saying, "Let's go, boys. We got us a free down right here. We know this one's locked up." All right, 5-man pressure on majority of snaps. And here's my main problem, all right, for Clemson so far. Now, it's 2nd and 8, ball at the midfield, or ball, somewhere in what we call the green zone, right, in between the 25s. It's in midfield, okay? This is an obvious take-a-shot territory. All right, now, my issue, and I think Clemson's issue that is going to rear its ugly head in this football game is they're trying to take a shot. They want to make an explosive pass play right here. All right, but we've shown you so far in this football game, it's only been 2 possessions, but they can't really protect. They haven't been able to do that. Not with 5 guys. All right, not with 5 checking it out. So what are they going to have to do? Well, now they're going to have to add the tight. They're going to put the running back in a pistol. They're going to go heavy play action. They're going to go 7-man pass protection. Okay, so they're going to leave 7 guys in. 7 plus 1, the quarterback, is 8. Meaning how many guys are going to be in the route, Jonathan?
3.
3. All right, so we got 3 guys in the route. But we know they're going to have more guys to cover than we are running routes. So what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to identify the guy who's got a one-on-one after we put the ball in the belly of the back. That's what we got to do as a quarterback. So here we go. We're going to go heavy play action. We're going to turn, put our eyes on the running back. Then we're going to get into our drop. We're going to look for the one-on-one, and then we're going to try to make that throw. All right, nice and simple. Nice and simple. But here's the problem, guys. not only are we having to be a 7-man pass protection team, okay, not only are we having to do that, but also we're still managing to get people at the feet of the quarterback, all right? And then the other problem that we talked about earlier, hey, we got to win our one-on-one. Well, guess what? They can't win one-on-ones. Not in this spring game. That's why the offense looked so constipated until the damn backup quarterback came in. All right, we're going to get to him in a second, but the whole idea of the whole idea of we're going to have to, develop shots downfield through play action, and we're going to have to be, one-on-one based football teams with guys who can't really win one-on-ones. That is troublesome. That is really troublesome. Now, I think Avion Terrell's a great corner. Avion Terrell right there, who just made that play, he's an all-ACC caliber football player this year. They have really good starting corners. They have really good two-deep corners. The thing is, so does Georgia. Right? So does Georgia. Now, I like this. Hey, 3rd and 8, you're playing what looks to be rat to me. It looks to be rat all day, all right? That's eyes on, that's eyes on, that's eyes on, that's eyes on. The safeties are split, okay? That's why I think you're getting cover 1 rat. All right, this safety's going to drop in the middle of the field. He's got middle field. This safety's obviously rolling down to cause any problems in here. So I got a runoff, and I got basically a double move right here with an extended whip, if you will. We changed the zig on this with a smart stem out there, Jay Will. Made it a little zig out at 10 here on 3rd and 8. Love this call right here. I don't care who it is. If you can get this protected, you're going to get this completed because it's really, really hard. It's actually a speed out right there. It's actually an out route. It's really, really hard to guard that without proper leverage. And the safety or that corner is not going to have the proper leverage there. That's actually Rob Billings, the safety out of Milton right there that I think gets cooked. So that's a true freshman against a 3-year starter in Antonio Williams. I think this is a mistake that I assume is eliminated by week 1. This is the back shoulder pick right here. He thinks the wide receiver, and rightfully so, the wide receiver's already geared down. He's not getting on top. He's doing nothing to show the quarterback that he's working to get on top. This is a back shoulder ball. It should be a back shoulder ball. For some reason, the wide receiver just starts to get back on top right here. You can't do that. That is a back shoulder ball all day long. That's all 100% on the wide receiver. Everything about his body language said he was stopping. Where are we at time-wise over there, J. Will?
22 minutes.
Hell yeah. We've been cooking. All right, we're going to 6:04 right here. All right, I think the playbook has got to have some type of outs this year for Georgia, and this is what I mean. All right, we cannot be running split zone into this look. We cannot at all. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 play side defenders. All right, we have 1, 2, 3 play side blockers. All right, the moment, and again, we got 18 seconds here. I would be a hard count football team all week. What do I mean? I'd be a hard count football team. We'd come to the line of scrimmage. We'd come to the line of scrimmage with 25, 26 seconds on the clock. That's it! That's it! We watch that guy give up himself. All right, we check out of it. We throw RPOs back into it. We would do whatever we need to do to make sure, hey, they're going to show their hand. They're showing their hand in their damn spring game. They're going to show their hand in live bullet situations. Let's force that to happen. All right, and then the moment we start forcing that to happen and they don't want to show their hand, guess what? Now we got them. Now we're just going to line up and run, and now Buddy's going to have to blitz from depth. And guess who ain't getting home because he's blitzing from depth? All right, that's how you start manipulating these guys. I can't believe that even Clemson's offense didn't have it going on. Like, how are y'all not trying to beat your own defense? Because you should be. All right, Coach Riley, you should be. You should be trying to give your quarterbacks opportunities to win. Otherwise, they're gonna have the fan base commenting on all the replays of your spring game that your third string walk-on quarterback should be the starter. Just a thought, just a thought. Yeah, we can't be running that into heavy boxes. Can't be doing that. Got to have automatic built-in hots. All right, see now, I think now they're going to give you some more man coverage. They just out here dialing it up, cuz. Where's your winner, QB? Where's your winner? You ain't got nobody getting open. You got nobody getting open. Decent protection, no separation. What are we doing down here at 5? What is this down here at the bottom? Is it an alert slant? Like he's supposed to gear down if the linebacker works back out? I don't know. I don't love the route concepts at all. It looks like we got one guy blocking up here. No, he's trying to get out loose on an out route. Oof. It looked like a zone beater called against man coverage, which is not a good combination. Get good at back shoulder defense this week, or this camp season, because this is it. They will not be able to get on top of you. All right, their entire wide receiver core looks like this, and they got another guy. All these guys. This guy's a little short and speedy guy. So is Antonio Williams, and number 12's a good Z body type. But majority of their depth chart, majority of their roster, from what I have seen, is a bunch of 6'2" plus, 210 plus wide receivers that can't really separate. All right, I would not worry. I would be playing underneath on everything this week. All right, this football game. I would not worry about Clemson's wide receivers getting on top of me if they weren't wearing 0 or if they weren't wearing 12. If they got 12 or 0 on them, maybe respect the top end speed. But apart from that, I don't think any of these guys are going to blow your mind with how fast they are. All right, I think it's a lot of back shoulder work at Clemson right now. Like, you can't do that. You can't be playing a technique that's going to provide an opportunity for them to get bailed out with pass interference. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, Jared Wilson is far better than their backup center. All right, but Peyton Page is one of the better defensive tackles, I think, that Georgia will probably play all year. This guy's not bad. So not bad that I think we're really, really heavily involved in the recruitment from this kid coming out of North Carolina. He's a good football player. He's quick. He's physical. He's strong. That center is dog doo-doo. All right, that's a bad rep. I cannot... He brings first of all, he steps he steps underneath himself, meaning watch this right foot. There's so much wrong with this. All right, all he's got is a back block, guys. He's got leverage. They're trying to work counter back this way. He's got leverage. All he's got to do is put his head in the V of the neck of Peyton Page and make sure he does not run back into his left side. All right, so watch this right foot. This right foot's immediately going to go up underneath himself and step back this way. This is a no-go. All right, right foot, boom, back up underneath himself, back right. Now, that's bad. That's really bad, Jonathan. But the only way humanly possible that we're going to compound this issue is if we don't bring our second step. We've now stepped underneath ourselves. But if we don't bring our second step, guess what's going to happen? We're going to fall on our goddamn face. That's what's going to happen. Put us back in 2. Watch this second step. That left foot over there that's hiding behind that shadow. Guess what? Denver comes. He falls right on his face. Jared Wilson is a first-year starter. Jared Wilson is a puppy in terms of playing time. All right? Jared Wilson ain't that bad. There's just no way in my mind that's what's going to happen on Saturday. Or excuse me, a couple Saturdays from now. It's a great job by the rest of the guys blowing up the play, but, you know, it's all on the center right there. If we can't get a back block on a shade technique, we don't deserve to play. It's a playoff unless the guy's name is Jordan Davis. It's a playoff for the center. He's on the clear opposite side of where the play is designed to go. And all you got to do is make sure he doesn't run through you or put you on your face, and we're good. I think they're more than likely to play more man coverage than any team not named, Alabama that I've seen in a long, long time. All right, which is exactly what this is right here. And Vizina finally figures it out and tries to throw the man beater, which is the slant there at the top of his screen. But they're going to do this, guys. They're going to flash safeties. They're going to flash linebackers. They're going to flash somebody and then rush 5. All right. And I don't know if Georgia's going to do this where they will, whatever edge pressure they bring, whatever, here's the safety. Sometimes it's the linebacker. Whatever pressure they bring, the pressure will peel if you check the back. If you leave the back in, the pressure's going to add, because why wouldn't he? But if you peel the back, the pressure's going to take it with it. All right, so it's just something to pay attention to. Maybe you can get some type of, maybe you don't have to 6-man pass protect it if you're going to peel one of them with the running back anyways, is what I'm trying to get at. But this is where it messes with you, man. They walk 6 up, they bring 5. Look at this. All right, so somebody's got to be hot. Somebody's on the quarterback here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They actually have 7. They got 7 guys walked up, and we got 6 in the box. I'm going to tell you right now, whatever we got called, it better be immediate. It better be immediate. So this guy better be flashing immediately. This guy better be flashing immediately. Somebody better be giving me something right now. Because as a quarterback, I can almost guarantee you here on 3rd and 6, I'm getting cover 0. I don't see anybody in the middle of the field. I see a bunch of man coverage indicators up there. I see somebody probably over the top of this slot receiver. But I see a bunch that tells me I'm about to get heated up. So if that's the case, I better have a winner right now. So let's snap the football and let's see if we've got a winner. All right, I see a bunch of guys already taking vertical releases. All right, I'm about to get pressured right now because we went full slide left, which made me hot off the right, which is fine. I'm not blaming the offensive line here. Now, granted, the linebacker dropped. That's unfortunate. So now we have 5 guys blocking 4 and the 5th guy's free. That sucks for us. But what else sucks for us is that the fact that the quarterback has nothing for him to get to right now. Unless there is some type of fade going on right here that we can't see, unless there's something going on up here at the top of the screen that we can't see. This looks like it's still developing, which means it's technically not a hot, meaning we can't get to it immediately if we get pressured up like we are right now. He looks like he's running a hitch on 3rd and 6 and certainly not getting to the sticks because there's the line judge. There's a bunch going wrong here, guys, that ultimately leads to a sack or a tipped ball. And it looks to me like he had a slant and a goal line hitch down there. Is that what it looked like he had to me? Mm-hmm. So bottom line, no hot. No hot. We got nobody that's hot. That's not good. I mean, simple freedom at the line of scrimmage fixes this, right? We could call literally this right here. We could just look out there and we can go like this right here. And that tells these guys, hey, right? There's your hot breaker. There's your hot breaker. Or hell, we ain't even got to be that simple. Hey, it could be, we ain't even got to be that difficult. It could be nice and simple. Hey, we're hot, we're hot, we're hot. We got to have something, man. We got to have some type of bailout. And I'm talking about for Georgia as well here. All right, if Georgia walks to the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 6 with 12 seconds left on the play clock, and they see obvious indicators of 0, they need to max protect this thing and get the ball up out of the quarterback's hands immediately. That's what any smart offensive system would have allowed, an outlet for. We at 30?
Yeah, 33.
All right. I'm good. I think we're going to break this up into 2 parts, maybe depending on how much you guys like this week. So appreciate you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing this all year round and around all of college football. So if you just want to learn, if you want to find out what is actually going on Saturdays, this game can be very, very complex. Don't think it's very hard or complicated, but it can be complex. There's a lot of overlayered things going on in the game of football, and we try our best to make it a little bit simpler here on the network. For the Film Guy Network, for our boy Jay Will, we love you. We'll see you.